Welcome to Ravens Over. Please subscribe to my channel, also hit the notification bell, like this video and share. Many transgender people are put out on the street. Discrimination against the family and jobs as well. They have to find means of making money some type of way. That's why they're being killed. Stop killing transgender people. They're being murdered and shot down and killed on the streets for trying to live in this world we call freedom. Yet and still she has to go with dates that the man may be sitting up there in front of her is about to kill her. It is your right to feel protected. But are trans women protected in this world? We know one thing, we have to get up whether we want to or not. Our body is our business. You say we have to die in order to live. Sex work is work. You think any days, any time, we just want to get up there to sell our bodies, sell our souls? This was not a part of the plan. As a sex worker, the men that subscribe to us. We're get so many labels stamped on us because people don't understand our struggle. They feel as though you're just lazy because they just don't get it. They look at our bodies and they don't even care that it's actually a human being that has to go out at night to sell her body and her soul, not knowing that somebody may be waiting for her as she walk along the streets at night to try to find a date to go to a place that she don't even feel safe and may even been murdered. She takes all her clothes off to be vulnerable to a man she don't even know, a serial killer. But at the end of the day, she knows she has to go right back out there once that date is over to make more money. Now, unfortunately, when this world we're living in, it shouldn't be this way, but it is a form of prostitution which is illegal. But by any means necessary, a person has to survive. I think it's really sad that we live in a world where he should be free. And sad part is, it feels like America has closed their eyes on us. A moment of silence for all the fallen trans women and trans men. Do trans lives really matter? It seems to matter to the ones who look like us. Stop killing transgender people, we keep saying. Yet and still another one of our sisters is shot and killed right down on the street before our very eyes. And no matter what you take away from us, we're still going to try to find a way to make it. Because trans lives does matter. Until you realize that, we in a lot of trouble. Welcome to
Hey, what's up? How you doing? How you been? What's going on? What's good? Are you getting it in? Somebody getting it for you? What's going on, people?
Subscribe to my channel. What's going on, people? It is the day of another day we call Friday. Anybody being said, what's going on, people? Hopefully everybody's doing everything as far as being safe in this world we're living in, and knocking down doors and making your dreams come true and practicing ignore. Now I want to share something with you as far as Monday when I went to take care of business, and I want to share this with you. There's two things I want to share with you, and this is the first thing. Now, I went to stand at the bus stop and stuff. Obviously, you know, I don't have a car, so I was standing at the bus stop, and then there was a guy that noticed me standing up there. Now, obviously, they're going to notice me because I'm tall. I talked about that before. And the thing about it is that it was a white man. He had his hair in a ponytail, like, not a ponytail, like dreads. And he noticed me there, and he started looking at me. And he got upset, staring at me, like he just kept looking at me and looking at me, getting upset. He was like, so then he just started swinging, you know, like punching and stuff. So I'm standing up there like this, you know, I got my pocketbook on me and stuff. I'm standing there just watching it. Now, normally I know Raven just walk away, you know, and, you know, look away. I didn't turn away to walk away. I stood there and I watched. And I always feel like sometimes I do things because I feel like I always ask the universe to give me answers. For a lot of times with my sisters being murdered and stuff, I just can't figure out the gap as far as what happens. Maybe I'm curious, maybe I just want to find out why. I just don't get it. But anyway, so he started looking at me, kept turning around, looking at me, getting me sad. Then he started punching, you know, like he punched towards the window, looking at me like, oh, you're me, and I'm him, like this. So I'm I'm looking at him and stuff, and I'm, you know me, I'm patient. Listen, I fall down a lot more than most. Like I said before, practice is noise, mostly for me, not for y'all. And I wait for him, and I'm like, okay, you know you have anger issues and stuff, so I'm having a little conversation inside of my head, and I'm thinking to myself, okay, I'm gonna be honest. I'm like, hit me. Just take a chance and walk over here. Just come a little closer as if you're about to hit me. And I'm gonna feel threatened for my life, and I'm gonna whoop your ass as if I was your mother and you was my child, and you was acting up in the fucking mall. I'm gonna be that type of ass whooping, and you're gonna be calling for Jesus and praying for a cop to show up. And at the end of the day, I'm gonna scream like a petrified white woman that was in the urban area that's really from suburban. I'm like, oh my God, oh, can you believe this man? I'm gonna give you this performance that's gonna be like Bravo, Oscar. Fine, I'm not perfect, but at the end of the day, I do not discriminate when it comes to an ass whooping. Yes, I can get my ass whooped like anybody else, but at the end of the damn day, when you are fucking with some of them, it's called the right one. And some days you will get the right one, which will be me. Okay, here we are. Now, a lot of times when it comes down to my sister, stuff like that, being murdered. Now, I understand where we in a world where you have to do sex work and stuff like that. And at the end of the day, people don't understand that journey. Because, like, well, y'all just, you know, I appreciate the girls that don't do that. Well, see, the thing about it is that you're not walking in her shoes. So you can appreciate anything you can. Because basically, you want to do is get a freebie. You don't give a fuck how she pay her bills. You don't give a fuck if she lives or she dies. You don't give a fuck about her. But at the end of the goddamn day, all you know you want to do is come with them fuck and don't want to be charged. But at the end of the day, you feel as though you have to certain type of privilege. Okay, wait a minute. I'm going to the left. Stay focused. Okay. So my little sister, stuff like that, this is my thing. You know, your big sisters out there, and at the end of the day, my thing is this. I do not want y'all murdered, and yes, I do things across the line as far as trying to step in my truth and fight for you, and sometimes y'all are right and sometimes y'all are wrong. And the thing about it is that when you are a girl out there doing sex work, stuff like that, and I keep trying to pick up that middle ground because I do a lot of things that God should basically kick my butt too, but at the end of the day, they won't do it. And I'm always trying to figure out why, like, how do these girls be getting murdered? You know, and I did this story, a lot of girls that do sex work and stuff, and I do the stories about the girls being murdered. And yes, a lot of times I leave that part out as far as her doing sex work, but you're a two-spirit woman. You already know what she was doing when she was murdered. She was trying to survive to get to the next day. Now, some people not understand what that's like, but she's trying to survive. She's trying to eat. She's trying to bathe herself, get clean. A lot of things she has to do, sacrifice her body. In other words, she has to die inside order to live. She has to divorce her soul to sit in a world that's supposed to be humanizing and helping her move forward in life. But she has to learn that no one is going to pay the bills, nobody's going to feed her, she's hungry. So she out there and stuff. This is my thing. Listen, I don't condone prostitution, but at the end of the day, by any means necessary, you have to survive the best way you can. And my thing is this, no one can judge you. They can judge you anyway, because that's what they do until it's their turn. But my little sister, stuff like that, when you're out there doing this sex work and stuff like that, please share this video, especially for you sex worker girls. Look out for your sisters. This is my thing. When you go date these guys and stuff, like, first of all, let me say this on the record. I don't condone prostitution. However, when we on the belly of the beast, when they say survive the best damn way you can, you're not killing anyone. First of all, which you could actually get a gun and start shooting people up, but at the end of the day, you don't do that. You die inside in order to live. So my thing is this, when you're doing this type of work and stuff, you're supposed to get your money up first. If you don't get your money up first, my thing is this, that you are begging things, you know, I want to see what you do before I pay you. Okay, this is the thing I've started to learn. You do your service, and you want to get paid. He decides he's not going to pay you. You're going back and forth with him. Now, first, let me start here. He doesn't want to pay you. You didn't get your money up first. At that point, when you say, well, I want my money, you're supposed to have your hand on your weapon. Because at the end of the day, he feels threatened that you're about to do something to him. So he's going to do something to you before you do something to him. So before you rear up about to stand your rights and stuff, you better make sure you're already ready. Because he's ready. Most time he already came out there ready to rob you, and at the end of the day, you thinking that's just a thing to get you to the point A to point B. His whole thing is to rob you and kill you. At the end of the day, you just think he was a nice person. He was really sweet to you, but at the end of the day, we are being murdered by the nice one, the sweet one, the ones that care about us, supposed to care about us, but yet still they don't. Okay. Your hands are already supposed to be in that thing, on your weapon, whatever the case may be, whether, I don't know what weapon you're going to use, but my thing is this, you need to come home. Your parents, your family, everybody needs you to come home. If you know you're doing something already illegal at the end of the day, but my thing is this, by any means necessary, you need to survive to come home. Okay, so now if you're arguing back and forth with him and stuff like that, you already know you got to be ready, because he's about to, you better start watching his hands. You better start watching where he moves. When he starts moving all around, honey, you should be out the car. Because obviously it's going to be a confrontation, stuff that he doesn't want to pay you. So obviously you know your life is in danger at that point. Even though you didn't get the money from the door, you know your life is in danger. So my thing is this, is that if you don't have the right type of thing to protect yourself, in other words, don't come to a gunfight with a sword, with a knife, and he's got a gun, and here it is, you about to go at him with your little knife, but then at the end of the day, if you do it, no. At the end of the day, it is what it is. My thing is this, if he's got a gun, most times they do. Sometimes girls have been stabbed, sometimes girls have been brought to their own house, stabbed, and they'll put back in the car, take it to a location and set on fire. You have to understand, you are doing something that is in the belly of the beast. That means you are shaking hands with the devil. Do not feel as though this person is your friend. I don't care how nice, how sweet, how lovable they are. They are there for a reason. You really don't know the real reason why they're there. Some of them are there to kill you. Some of them are there because they got a disease by somebody else and they want to take it out on you. So at that point when you know you're not getting your money, you better start preparing yourself for the worst. Now, some of the girls, stuff like that, you want to argue with him, you want to read him, because you want to do a ballroom so bad, but at the end of the day, these men are not into that reading, and I told him, oh, he's going to kill your ass. So you better put that little ballroom stuff to the side, and you better stand your truth. When it comes to war, you come to war. And I don't mean come to war with your reading, you better come to war as physical. And that's my thing, because I know a lot of girls, stuff like that, you getting stabbed, you getting shot up and stuff, and at the end of the day, some of y'all could have even got one in on their asses, but y'all already got your guard down and stuff like that. You leave it outside the car, because all of a sudden y'all feel as though it's a safe place for you to say something back, oh, screw you, motherfucker, you'll never, he don't give a fuck about you. Period. Period. And that's the only thing I can come up with right now. How come, my sisters keep getting murdered, stuff like that. And at the end of the day, like I said before, prostitution is illegal, but at the end of the day, when you're being pushed to do things out of norm, you have to survive the best way you can without judgment. People are going to talk about you at the end of the day, and at the end of the day, most of them sitting at their smile on your face are doing the same damn things, but they'll ridicule you and judge you. But my thing is this, I want you to share this video because I do want my sisters to come home. If you have the result of safe work, remember, you in the belly of the beast. That man is not your friend in that car. Anyway, like I said before, comment below let you feel about this video. Like, subscribe, share. At the top there's the Instagram button. If you follow me, I'll follow back. Let me know how you feel about this video. Let's try. I love you. And thank you for watching. Catch the rain.
His heart being me. His heart being me. Be me. His heart being me. His heart being me. His heart being me.
Alright, thank you for watching my video and stuff. If you want to donate to this channel, there is a PayPal on top. All donations are welcome, even $1 to $5 at the top. This Instagram button. If you follow me, I'll follow back. Comment below, let me know how you feel about this video. Does it help you? Does it help you along the way? We have to keep our sisters alive. We are our sisters and brothers keeper. Remember one thing, we are one. Love you. Love you.